Hello, everybody. Welcome to the February energy forecast on this frigid morning. Good morning, everybody. So, February energy forecast will be similar to the January one. And I'm feeling the continued high speed energy of manifesting that I mentioned in January. That is continuing. And a way to manifest and use this energy is to invite what you want in. Invite in the energy you want instead of focusing on what you don't have or things you don't have or things you don't like, what's uncomfortable. Yeah, so invite in and focus on what you want to bring in. Yeah, like this cold. I'm not sure what it's like where you are, but here it's minus 42 Celsius with wind chill. It is freezing. Good morning, Amanda. Happy Saturday. So similar to the January energy forecast, I have brought through 4 themes. Some of them are similar to January, which I'm not finding surprising, because I feel the energy that started in 2023 is going to continue through and evolve and grow. Yeah, so the first theme is change. You've thought that we were done with all of the change, but no. We're not done with the change. The energy, like the energy of the universe, the energy we're walking through, it's asking all of us to shift and change. And this might come through a career change. You might want to change your job. It might be relationships. You're really realizing you've outgrown some relationships. The joy and interest that you've had in some relationships aren't there anymore. So sorry, I was just checking, make sure everything was okay. And what I want you to be aware of is, how are you responding to this change? Are you surrendering and embracing the change from a neutral observer perspective, or are you fighting and resisting it? You know, that kicking and screaming of I don't want this change to happen, and all I can think of is all the bad things that are going wrong. And that brings me to, is it all bad? Is what you're experiencing all negative, or is there growth happening? Is there positive changes? Is there inspiration and motivation in these changes that you can see from a different perspective? And it's natural when things change to immediately jump to all the stories of our ego of how it can go wrong, how we're going to fail, how it's not going to work. So just pay attention and be aware of when those things are happening. Yeah, so that's change. Yeah, number 1, change. We're changing. The number 2 theme for February going forward is grounding. I know I sound like a broken record. When I talk about grounding, I talk about it a lot on my Instagram and Facebook feeds about how important it is. And the visual that my guides gave me is those trees after a tornado has been through, the tree's still standing. Even though it might not have all the branches or leaves, it's still standing. Its deep roots kept it strong through the storm. In the same way that you can stand strong through these tumultuous energies, and using grounding practices, whichever ones work for you. There's no wrong way to ground your energy. So doing yoga, meditation, journaling, even like an intentional cup of tea or coffee in the morning, sitting in that moment and just grounding in the present moment. And a big part of grounding is bringing your energy to now, instead of usually looking too far in the future is where anxiety comes from, and focusing on the should have, could have, would have of the past is where like saddened thoughts or second guessing or self-doubt comes from. So grounding is also a practice of coming back to the present moment. So yes, grounding, it all helps. It all helps. However you feel joy in grounding, do that. And it will help keep you strong and centered through all of this tumultuous time. So you will be like that tree that can't get uprooted. You won't be thrown off your axis, so to speak. Good morning, Search and Seek Minis. Good morning, good morning. The third theme, and yes, warm and cozy today it's a good way to be. The third theme is leap of faith, which is connected and related to change, but in a bigger way. We're being asked to take a leap of faith and step into the unknown. Scary. My guides also worded it as the void. So this cave that you can't see the end, you can't see what's in there. We're being asked to step in and trust. That's actually the fourth theme. Step in and trust. And how they worded it is progress never happens by standing still. So yes, we're afraid to step into the unknown. We're afraid to try new things. But by doing nothing, nothing can change. So progress never happens by standing still. You have to take that scary step forward and trust that the universe, your family, your friends, your chosen family, your soul family, and all of your guides are supporting you when you take that leap of faith and step forward. And it's inevitable that it's going to feel uncomfortable. That's what stepping into the unknown does. And that's also when the growth and progress happens. It's when you're uncomfortable. The people who I want to word this respectfully. Like the people who stay comfortable their entire lives don't see big growth or shifts happen. Whereas people who take that leap of faith, who trust and step into the unknown, are okay feeling uncomfortable. Those are the people who just succeed and grow and do amazing things. And they want you to know that now is the time to step into your power. And some questions for contemplation are, what have you been putting off? What dreams have been put on hold because it's not the right time, or you're anxious about it, or it's scary? What joys have you been neglecting that could bring you new inspiration and motivation? Sometimes we disallow ourselves to be joyful and happy because the world around us is so negative and in turmoil. It's like all of these people are suffering, so I don't deserve to be happy, or it's disrespectful for me to feel joy. That's not true. Like, you finding joy helps others find joy in these tumultuous times. So I encourage you to do that. And it's in the small things during your daily day-to-day routine. Where can you find joy? And how can that joy, that energy of joy, bring you more inspiration and motivation to really step into the void and grow and change and do amazing things? And the fourth theme is trust your heart. Trust is something that is underlying for me, that I'm constantly working on. Trusting that I am doing the right thing. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am exactly in my progress of where I need to be. You know, I shouldn't be any further ahead than I am. So trust your heart. And when you're feeling challenged and unsure, that's when you tap in and trust your heart, because we're all activating our hearts as we expand and grow. And with this expansion, we're asked to think and make decisions with our hearts. When we've been conditioned to think with our brains, think logically and with reason, we still need this way of thinking. I mean, it's survival. And also, we don't want to take unnecessary financial risks or whatnot just to, trust. However, in those moments where you're really like, you could go either way and you have no idea what the real decision is, that's when you check in with your heart and you ask, what is the true answer for this? How can I step forward towards my true, authentic self and find prosperity going forward? And when you ask your heart, you'll always get the honest and truest answer. Because also, when we're doing logical thinking or analytical thinking, the ego can come in, which starts to lie to us. That's where fear comes in, and uncertainty of yourself, the self-doubt and anxiety comes in with your logical thinking and with your heart, or with your head, sorry. So that is the theme for February. It was very quick. when I brought it through this morning. It was like, it's just these 4 things and just focus on this. I feel like the January one was like a lot more words and a lot more descriptive words. So I hope that some of that resonated with all of you. And just keep that in mind going through February energy, that there's a lot of change. When it's feeling intense, to ground and take that leap of faith, whatever that means for you, and trust that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing at exactly the right timing, where you're supposed to be. And to finish today, I know I mentioned drumming, but as this message was coming through, I felt guided to instead do a little meditation to get us to just demonstrate how to tap into your heart. Because often when you say, think with your heart instead of your brain, people are like, how do I do that? I don't understand that. So when you're ready, you can just relax, or if now is not a good time to do this meditation, you can watch it later when you are relaxed and in a place where you can take a few moments for yourself. We're just gonna, if hand on heart feels good to you, I know I always put my hand on heart to allow me to come more into my body and less and shut down the thinking brain, the logical mind. Just take a few deep breaths. And feel yourself being grounded into your body. Feeling the world around you slowing down. Feeling a warmth within. And we're just going to ask our conscious, logical mind to take a break. Ask it to step back for a moment. And allow our heart and our subconscious to step forward. And then you're just going to ask, what message does my heart have for me today? And right away, my response from my heart was to relax and rest today. Take advantage of this cold weather outside to stay inside, almost like a hibernation energy. And not to worry about the to-dos. What message does your heart have for you today? And then I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when I get to 1, you'll be fully back in your body and conscious. 3, you're back in your body, aware of your surroundings, feeling the earth supporting you. 2, becoming more conscious and aware, wiggling your toes and fingers, and shaking your body gently if that feels right. And then 1, opening your eyes, back in your body, fully conscious and feeling better than you felt in a while. So thank you everyone who joined live. I see several of you coming in and out as I was speaking. And that is the energy forecast for February. And I will do a drumming video soon because I know how much a lot of you enjoy the drumming. So I will be recording that and uploading it soon. So have an amazing weekend. I hope wherever you are staying warm, you are safe, and everything is going well for you. So bye.